What's up, our great viewers? We love you and adore you so much. Back in the chat at podcast_24M. Currently concluding the previous topic in that you had complained that we did not hear the other side of the story. So you're currently hosting our former school president of the, that is?
Devi.
Okay, I'm actually pretty, and let me give my other fellow members an opportunity to also introduce themselves.
Yeah, I am Doki and I love the fact that I'm unstoppable.
Thank you.
I'm Judy and I love that I'm kind.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're kind.
Yeah, our only man or our only fish in Lake Victoria.
Hello. Hey, let me find me feel hot. Anyway, so I love the fact that I can be a leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I'm actually so happy to actually host him because he is my inspiration. He does not know, but he has been my inspiration all through this journey in Michuki. So actually, let's conclude on our previous topic, which was dating standards. Like, what do you consider before dating a lady? And you as a man, or you as a lady, what do you consider before accepting any proposal from any man? So because it was a complaint from different men, we are going to start with our only fish in Lake Victoria once again, David.
Let's see how well you like make us understand your opinion.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, unajua, from my point of view, what do you consider when you're dating a woman? It would all determine your background, where you're from, what you're doing, what you're up to, you know? Because there is no way you will tell me you want to date the president's daughter, the Kenyan president's daughter, and then with all due respect, umetoka,
Do you consider age?
Age is a core factor to me. That's a very big factor to me. Somebody asked me, actually that's a good question you asked, because if you were to ask me, between the man and the woman, who was formed first, even by God?
It's the man.
The man. So how do you want to tell me that I will date somebody who's older than me?
Age is just a number.
Age is just a number. Why did God not create a woman first and then create a man from the woman?
Okay.
You know? No, okay, that is just my cynical point of view, but the point is, I think it's usually good, that is, as the African people say, that the man is the head of the house, right? So there's no way you can be the head of the house and you're limited even in your age.
Wow. That's so good.
Okay, let me pose one question to you. What do you think is the reason why many ladies or people cheat in a relationship?
Cheating. No, cheating, that's a good question. Cheating. Why do you cheat?
We also want to hear the other side of your story.
Why do you cheat?
Why do you cheat?
Okay. Women. Personally, I don't cheat, so I don't. But
What do you think?
I think you must give somebody a reason as to why they cheat, you know? Because one, there's no way I'll cheat you if you're giving me satisfaction of everything I want. That is one. Respect, mutual understanding. We share that the vibe is just vibrant, you know? There's no way I'll cheat on you and there's that thing going on between us, you know? So I think if you find a person cheating, if you find a man cheating, they must have been given a reason to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Not unless you're cheating on them yourself, and you also, like you're doing something that is contrary to what they expected. You know, the standards that you claim to be having, they might be different from what the man might have been expecting. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. And do you believe like women are gold diggers?
Gold diggers.
Yeah. Because we are like
accused of being gold diggers or being materialistic.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a very simple question. How do you expect me to be having a car at my age? How old do you expect I am?
Around 25.
25? Okay, let's assume I'm actually even that 25 that you're saying. Now, my question is, if I am 25 years, I'm assuming your dad is around 60 or something.
Okay.
Let's set the statement, I'm assuming your dad is around 60 or 70, Your dad does not have a car. Yeah? How do you expect me to be having a car?
That was
Okay,
my
sorry to say
mom's
that.
type.
Exactly. That was not my type.
That is not my dad is not my type.
Okay.
He is my mother's type.
Yeah,
There's
we
nothing
have
like
different tastes.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
That is, you have different tastes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's also not a man. Is he less of a man? Is he less of a man?
No. He's not my
You should
type.
He's not your type.
understand that. Yeah.
But he's your dad, right?
Yes.
He's the man
not my
feeding you.
type.
It's
For the
just
longest time.
simple.
Okay, let me
For as long
ask
as
you.
you, for as long as you've been living, your dad has been the one who's been feeding you.
Yeah.
Have you complained?
Yeah, no.
No.
For as long as you've been living, your dad has been the one that has been paying your bills.
That's
Have you
his
been
duty.
complaining?
That's his
Thank you.
duty.
What's the duty of a man?
To provide.
Thank you.
What's the difference?
Financially.
Respect and
Okay.
show companionship.
You
you know?
said that
Neither.
my dad does not have
Thank you.
a
Let's
car.
go.
Wait a minute. My dad does not have a car, and you are my man.
Uh-huh.
You expect me to play the wifely duty just as my mom is playing her wifely duties, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
Then why are you actually you also are supposed to play the manly duties? That
Which are?
includes
Which are?
you have all the responsibility over me. If I ask for
Which-
something, then you have to give me
Mostly
Okay.
because I'm
financially.
delegating to your whatever you ask me for. Yes. So how then do you expect me to play the wifely duties and you as a man on the other side you're not playing the husband duties?
Yeah.
You,
Okay.
you want to sleep with me. My dad is sleeping with my mother because
Yeah.
he owns my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not own me.
Yeah.
Yes, because you say that my dad does not have a car, then you don't have. I should not expect you to be having a car, isn't it?
Okay, listen. I'm 25, right?
Yes.
As you said it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm 25, how do you expect me to be having a car? And I'm a student like you, and then your dad is 65. He's actually retired. Nahana you gari.
It's not a must you have this
You know?
car. We are saying you provide. Financially.
Financially, there's no problem with me providing.
Okay.
Actually,
Then
I'm very-
thank you so
You are
much.
a man.
Now this is the
But listen,
difference.
This is the kind of men we want.
Listen. There's something I have to say first. Even if I'm providing, you also know that you have your own duties that you have
Which
to
are?
Which are?
Tell me.
Aya. Eh?
Provide.
Provide. But hata unafaa
Okay, Mr.
provide.
Director, can you give
How am I
us your
supposed to
view?
provide?
Like unajua once somebody told me that you can't live a life that you can't provide for yourself. For
Okay.
example, tuseme your man made it for a month. Alikuwa bado hajamaliza kusettle. Then by bad luck ama good luck a pass. Will you provide yourself with the life yenye
Definitely,
kuprovide?
that's a different
That's a
story.
different story.
But I appreciate the fact that David began with a biblical concept that
Yeah.
God started creating a man before creating a lady.
thank you.
After this, Adam and Eve had these consequences. Which consequence was the man given? You are going to toil for your family
Provide.
and provide for your family.
no problem
God
with
did not
that.
tell
No problem
him.
with
I have no problem. There's no problem with me providing. You're getting my point. Like my problem is, how do you expect me to provide and you're dating somebody else? That's number one. Okay. How do you expect me to provide and actually, if you're working, am I supposed to give you 100%?
You're not supposed to give me 100%
I am.
because it also depends with the context. I have my own wants and needs to use my money with,
I have no problem with money.
and you are the one responsible for the family needs and everything. I'm not the one responsible, but it depends with your agreement. The moment my parents were giving me to you and are saying that you are now going to be my provider and my everything, they did not say that my money is going to be divided half. I'm going to pay school fees and I'm going to do this and this and this. You as the father or the father figure in the family are supposed to know or to be aware that all the delegations in the family are supposed to be yours and not mine.
Yeah.
You know, these things are usually a 50-50 thing. No offense, by the way. There are some of the things are usually a 50-50 because I'll be ready to provide for you, and then you'll be ready to do the wifely duties that you're supposed to be doing. That's cleaning, you're supposed to be washing for me. You know, I have no problem with providing for you if you're doing such duties for me.
Thank you.
If I feel satisfied with you, why wouldn't I provide for you?
Okay.
You know?
David, can you clean for your wife?
Clean what exactly?
Can you
The
wash-
house, can you
just-
wash dishes?
in this context,
Yeah.
we are both working, si ndio? Alafu you arrive home earlier than me, and the utensils ama there is no dinner, you cook because you are there
Yes, you
earlier
are-
than me.
Yeah. Can you?
there's something I have to say. Okay. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what you expected me to answer, but my answer is this one. This one is my answer.
Sio problem yako.
Don't change say.
One, I'm a chef, sawa?
Yeah.
And I will cook when I want to cook, not when you want me to cook. Okay? Because I am a man. Case closed.
No,
How
no.
do you answer my question? You have arrived home late and I'm not there and dinner is not cooked. You'll expect me that I will come after you and then cook the dinner and you are there
It will depend.
all the time.
It will depend.
Will you do that? Will you what?
It will depend.
With
There is no problem with me helping.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
are the kind of
Now
man
that's
we
what you
want.
just wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
That's
no
the
problem with me
clarification
helping.
that you actually
but
were
either way, like, no, that's what I was saying. It's usually a 50-50 thing.
Yeah,
At times,
I
it's
agree.
usually a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like, you just use your common sense.
Yeah.
Your person is late. She's, in one way or another, she's helping you pay the bills.
Yeah.
Why won't you help them?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Point home to those men that are complaining and crying that
They can't.
what do you have to offer on the table?
Yeah.
This is now the manly figure that you actually wanted and you actually represented her. Those men are so good. Any question for us, Devi?
What's the difference between
Who are you posing that question to?
all of you? Like, what's the difference between kukaliwa na kupendana?
Okay.
According to your understanding.
Kukaliwa na kupendana.
Okay.
Because you asked me a question. Na pia naweza taka mkuwe na clarity ya the same. Yeah. 'Cause what's the difference between kukaliwa na kupendana?
Kukaliwa is where you don't have, you as a man, you don't have a say in the relationship.
Yeah.
Completely. And kupendana is where that we come together and put the matter on the table and we come into, like the other day I discussed something and said you cannot come with a full glass of water, both of us. It will not work. You come with half of the glass, I come with half of the glass. We put into one glass and the glass is full. Now that is what is kupendana is, to my own understanding.
Okay, according to my own understanding, that's why I said I will not cook when you want me to cook.
Yeah.
But I am a chef. I will cook when I want to cook. If you understood my point, this was my, like, sentimentally, this is what I meant. There are some points in a kogani arrogance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you come home late intentionally.
No.
You're coming home intentionally late just to piss me off. Ama tuone whenever interfere. You know? Ama like you want me to do the duties. You know? That cannot happen.
Okay, that's
If there is an understanding between us, and you're like, I am late because of this reason and this reason, and I also understand the same prerogative. I think there is no problem with me helping you in any way. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we go
you.
to the topic of the day now.
Okay, actually, the topic was of the day is also related to that previous topic.
Yeah.
Relationship or intimacy is also under relationship. So the question of the day was this one. How long does it take for you as a lady to spread your legs wide to accept to sleep with a man? Because remember, intimacy is also some form of a sacred thing, not actually something that you're going to just sleep at night, wake up in the morning, then decide that I'm going to have sex with this man because he is my man, he is my friend, he is my everything. Because we are in an era where people sex has become a normality.
Yeah.
Like people just do sex for
pleasure.
for pleasure, for satisfaction, for anything. You don't do this sex considering the fact that you are a human being, you have your own dignity. Niuma kabisa because remember kuna this bestie thing.
Yeah.
I have to sleep with you because I am your best friend. I have to
benefits.
You know,
That's so bad.
I have to sleep with you because you're going to give me whatever I want from you. You're going to give me the money that I want. But intimacy is something that is supposed to be sacred. Remember, you have soul ties, you have everything. So, Devi, I'm going to start with you again because how long does it take for you to actually decide that I'm going to sleep with this lady?
That you're going to move to that
Which,
step. Yeah. With the lady.
Wow, sweet question.
Yeah.
Hey. Now there are two aspects of the same question. There's wait.
You're represented with style.
My oh my. Kumechemuka mara moja. I hope you actually I hope mnajua niko in between three ladies, yeah?
The director can reduce the temperature inside.
Mani fungoni madirisha. So wow. Kumechemuka mara moja. Sweet question. So how long does it take for me to get
To go to that step.
where you want to like get intimate with a woman?
Yeah.
As long as it takes, I guess. As long as it takes. See you.
I'm not impressed with the lady.
Give us the period.
The period. To see, to see either way, to see potezeana wakati, that's number one. That is the norm with our generation as per the moment. But number two, there's a biblical part. And I don't think you're ready to have 1,000 soul ties.
Exactly.
The person.
That's number one, okay? And then number two, I don't know. I don't know if we step in the same Jesus Christ. In the same shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we step in the same shoes, but I feel as if sex is overrated at some point. And there was a phrase that I was saying the other day, and it was like, if you have to get a man through sex, then you have to have so much sex to keep them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's number one. And from experience, I can say it's the same actually. If you get me through sex, hey yo, tabidi umekuwa very sexual to maintain.
The person who is like your girlfriend is so lucky. You're so intelligent.
But number two, there is actually the norm. Yeah, the Gen Zs and everyone else. Like, mbona tunapotezeana wakati?
Hey, our host is having a very serious phone call. Please excuse yourself and pick that phone call. Sorry for her.
So me, I feel like when it comes to intimacy, as long as I'm comfortable with it, and as long as I've known you well, you can't tell me that we'll be in bed after 2 weeks of knowing each other. It doesn't make sense because I don't know you too well to that extent.
Yeah.
So I agree with him that as long as it takes for me to be comfortable around you.
Yeah, but actually, there are people who get comfortable with you even the first time.
Yeah.
Sijui history ya love at first sight, it's usually true, but kuna watu mimi I have witnessed things jamani. Oh my goodness. Jamani hey, watu out here they are enjoying life. Yeah, wanasikia vizuri.
But you're not one of them. You've never had like you've never had that love of first sight.
First sight, the first day. Ndio itaiwezi hata. Ngumu kidogo.
I think when it comes to intimacy, just love is a key factor. When you love somebody, you comfortable with them, very comfortable, and they won't force you that you're kwani tutapotezana wakati. They won't. If the other person is like in love with you, they not also be forcing issues with you, telling you like it's time. You just find yourself in that moment.
Or you just find yourself doing the thing.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing. There's usually this part of somebody is not even in love with you. They just want to use you. You know what I'm saying? Unapata udem hata kwambia kupendi. But you keep on spending on them. You keep on doing what you're doing, but this person is not even appreciating you in any way. Okay, like aonyeshi, like, do you know? Okay, like muna take 2 years. Mtu bado talking stage jamani. Mnaongea nini?
I guess 2 years is a longer period.
Even 1 year is too long. What do you want to know? Like, okay, I was told by somebody, I don't know if it's true. A man will only take 1 month to pretend, but a woman will take a maximum of 3 months to pretend. So if you need to know a woman, take 3 to 6 months. Actually, there was somebody who was telling me the other day, if you have to propose to a woman, propose to her 6 months, not more than 6 months to the wedding. You know, what are you waiting for? You know, that long after 6 months, what are you still waiting for? You know, and then the other thing is this guy Mkurugenzi. I love that guy by the way. He's kind. I love the way he does his thing. He's just like one of my role models, I guess. This guy, there's an interview he was asked, how do you manage to maintain your relationship with your person, you know? So his point was, I love my woman, but she's also my best friend, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, so this woman, make your woman your best friend in the sense that hata mkikosana in love, even if the love ends, that is if it ends, because it cannot end, but we assume it can end. If it ends, you can use the friendship to maintain the love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she will remain to be your best friend. So maintain your best friend, and then maintain the love. And then God keeps it intact.
Because you are the man in the house, let me pose one question to you. It is said, even statistics say that a man can sleep with a woman not because he loves him or her, but because he just wanted that pleasure, just that enjoyment, or that anything whatsoever they call it. But on the other side, a woman cannot sleep with a man for that pleasure or for that. I heard a story of a certain man saying that, okay, this man was actually a man that used to like the one night stand thing. He could go to the bars and clubs and pay a lady to the lodging and whatsoever and have sex with her. Not because he loves this lady, but because he wants to just see the view of that body. He wants to, you know, and it's a different story with a lady. And I actually proposed that because it's a true story. Because ukiangalia how many men go to the lodging rooms to pay for a lady, and how many ladies go to lodgings to pay for a man.
Okay, sijui kama you've done psychology, okay, like there's a point that was posted somewhere. Women tend to have sex with a man because of the emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a man hata kama like he doesn't love you, he will pose the point of I love you, blah blah blah, and what have you, ndio akupate to get in between you, whatever. But for a woman, for a man, it's usually different. A man can be lured into anything just because of sin. The weakness of a man is the eyes, and the weakness of a woman is the heart. But now, it also requires self-control, because either way you cannot just be sleeping with any woman and all the women, you know. So I would say, yeah, there are men who are sleeping out here. There are men who are sleeping with many women for the sake of it. Yeah, it's happening. These things are happening,
And it's too bad.
Yeah,
Mostly
too bad,
when they are
'cause
drunk.
now kuna kitu ingine nimekam kugundua. There is no way you tell me that you're doing something because you're drunk and then ati unakam to blame on the alcohol. According to my own research, I have come to find literally I've come to find out that I have found out that anything any person does when they are drunk, they intended to do it when they were sober, just because
they didn't have the guts.
The moment they got into the alcohol, they got the guts to do what they are doing, you know. So I feel as if
alcohol is just an excuse.
Yeah, it's a lame excuse. You cannot use alcohol.
Statistics say that a person that can actually tell you the truth is a child and a drunkard person.
Okay,
and an angry person.
Literally, okay. There are people who, when they take alcohol, literally, they are usually useless. As in, hakuna kitu hawezi sema and there is nothing they cannot do. You know? But there are people who intentionally take alcohol with the intention of doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Hello, uko nje.
Now let's put this on the table. Can you like go into a person for one day? Now let's say you took even for those 3 months and then you went intimate with this person and then lose interest of them.
As a man you can, but for ladies you
cannot. Me, I've had like ladies.
That's why usually I'm usually scared of this thing. I'm usually scared of sex at times because for me I don't know.
Yani the moment me have had like friends and they're like ladies saying some sort of thing like I slept with him but I after sleeping,
Delusion.
like
Maybe-
after
maybe
the intimate thing, I lost the interest.
Then that's
and
last.
I said like,
That was last.
haiwezi kuwa last.
Simply, that's last.
Sometimes pia ukuwa satisfaction.
That's
See,
last.
that's last.
What do you call it? What is last?
Last.
According to you, what is last?
the urge to do that, to go intimate.
Yeah, with the person.
But for the purpose is for satisfaction.
Sometimes it may be satisfaction.
But
Maybe
it
you not
is-
satisfy me the way that I expected you to
What do you
satisfy
call
me.
that urge?
Last. It is last.
It is last.
Thank you.
Okay,
So you cannot sleep with somebody and then
You lose
like you
interest.
lose interest.
Hey, Joe, Mimi, that's why you just don't sleep with anybody. Because man, hey.
and
Hey,
what if
Mimi,
what if
I'm the
you
kind of a
had-
person you're making
And
me
what if you
feel
had
this, yeah, man.
okay, we are talking about these things because you had this topic
Yeah.
since time immemorial. No, you don't have to be afraid of talking about anything because it may be a lesson to someone out there. So just feel free to speak of anything. You know, let me ask you,
Okay, at my age and
umesema
time.
at your age you are
At my age and time, like, okay, hizi vitu ni normal.
Yeah.
As you claim them to be, but sasa Joe, Mimi, Joe, kudishi tu kila msee.
Sawa, okay,
Ngumu
unasema-
kidogo, yeah, it's
Can you lose
hard.
interest?
umekataa kudishi kila msee. Let me ask you, umesema uzidishi kila msee, si ndio? You date a girl, you waiting for the right moment for you to sleep with this lady, and maybe you had over exaggerated expectations. You go to bed and the girl is like giving a bad energy and you are you know, unajua kenye na unataka kuniambia you want to lose interest in this girl.
Very
Maybe you had over exaggerated expectations. How to lose interest?
Okay, sijai kuwa hapo, but I guess sijui kama mwana this this guy. Anyway, this comedian guy, I will not say his name, but sasa that guy, you have seen the video. Sasa I'm assuming you're saying it in that sense. Oh my goodness. Hey.
But I don't think so.
Tricky situation, because if it is ukiona comedy imeshutiwa, that means it's something that is happening literally. So I guess hata mimi nitakuwa
But
disappointed
if it takes you,
definitely not.
if it takes you one day to lose interest to somebody, like then you didn't love them.
Yeah.
Because this is where the factor that love comes in. If I'm not what you expected, you can teach me
To be
what you want. What you
Yeah.
want.
You didn't tell me what you were.
And
You did not tell me what you
and
were.
ukusema kenye ulikuwa unataka.
No.
No.
Maybe-
The reason as to why I was waiting that much is because I expected something huge, something good, something like.
Let's say
The reason as to why you're in school in the first place is because you're expecting ukitoka shule unaenda pale nje you get a good job. That's the reason as to why you're in school. You'll be persistent for
What
3
if-
years for diploma, ama 4 years for degree and
No.
whatever. Sindio?
David, what if
But
you
now,
smash? No, what if you smash a person who is a virgin, and they came to you and told you, you know, me, I'm a virgin,
And
I'm going to lose interest in that
Hey.
person, and like she has never experienced that.
The first time.
now that one cannot happen. How now?
Niulize
How
swali
now?
mzuri kwanza before ujibu, let me ask you a question. Why is it that so many men in this era we are find it so hard to believe that they can be a virgin somewhere? Why is it like men find it so hard?
There is David.
Why? Mbona?
That's a good question, but now, hey. You know? It all depends with age. Wow.
No.
What if the girl is just genuine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And genuinely, like,
Okay,
she's never
let me
considered
say.
you went there, like, she was, yeah.
Let me
Would
say.
you lose that interest? You couldn't. You can't. If you love that person, you can't.
Won't
You
you?
teach them.
Okay, it
She's
is very
new.
simple. Okay, unajua in cases that you know your person,
Yeah.
you've been with your person and you know your person, and your person has been honest with you.
Yeah.
There's no way you're losing interest with the
Thank
person.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you've been lying to me,
Yeah. That's another thing.
and then I come and find something different from my expectations, jamani. I am not Jesus, jamani.
Yeah.
Allow me.
Yeah.
I'll just I'll do what is
advice
to.
ufanye hivyo.
Be considerate.
In a relationship, make me who you are, who you want me to be, and I'm going to make you who I want you to be.
Okay, actually, I was listening to Pastor. Okay, let me not just say his name. Another pastor. I love that all of you have had this statement. He was like, a woman, you're not given a wife. You're given a woman as a material to create your own wife.
Yeah.
You know? But there are women who are already created as there are women, there are materials who are already created.
The material.
Kuna materials zingine zishatengenezwa, so unaenda kutengeneza nini?
And maybe in a long distance relationship, ukajifind kwa situation that akiniko kutu mse and I just want to sleep with this lady. You want like, have you ever found yourself in that situation?
Come again?
Maybe you are in a long distance relationship, or maybe you are not dating. You're just there because you fear ladies, because maybe different stories from different ladies. Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Alafu you see a lady juu ya mentality ama ni juu ya nini, niite nini, depression ama niite aje, kitu kaa hiyo. Lazima niko kutu msela, lazima nipite na udem. Juu ya umpendi, yes, but you just want to use her. Alafu after answering me that question, I also have another question on top of that. Is it a yes or a no? Don't lie to us, just be genuine.
Be frank.
So that's a yes. But you, how did you cope with the umesema yes, sindio? Okay, thank you. How did you after sleeping with this lady?
No, I did not say slept.
It's an example.
That's what
nimesema hizi vitu kwa. Utadedi mse.
Kutu iko.
Na kutu iko.
Okay, now
inahitaji greasing, but sijasema mu grease. Don't get my statement wrong. Hiyo ni self control tu, inalingana tu.
Okay, umesema ni self control. What if things happen and the lady also accepts to sleep with you and you are not genuine? How are you going to deal with this situation of having to confess to this lady that I only slept with you because of this and this and this? And remember, this lady, unajua inaweza kuwa through that intimacy the lady gets attached to you and akasema this is the right man for me, and this is the man of my life, and I have to maybe leave other things, leave other men because of this man. So you have already built castles in the air of this lady, sindio? Utadilaje na hii situation? Because remember, you know, the lady has accepted to sacrifice everything for your sake, and you only wanted her because you are heartbroken, you are depressed, you are lonely, you are all other sort of things that may maybe give us an excuse. How are you going to deal with this situation?
As you call them, they're all excuses.
Yeah.
So there are two ways of dealing with this issue. Number one, there's nothing as hard as to maintain your dignity. Dignity, that is. Just maintain your dignity. Wewe unataka huyo mtu lakini ka self control kako mahali kana kuangalia hivi kako ndugu yangu tuko pamoja.
Na kama kwa self control
kamekupush
kana kupushingi, lakini ndugu yangu kunywa maji, rudi kwa kitu.
But self control is the key factor in that whole thing.
Sasa hapa we are not looking at the context of self control. It has already happened. You have already slept with this lady. Atuangali self control, things happen. Maybe your time ulikuwa na interest, pia yeye alikuwa na that interest. Devi what and things vitu zika happen tu, yani abruptly vitu zika happen.
I think that if it happened and you both had any interests, then I guess it was all a matter of the last.
It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. I agree.
Thank you. No. Apana, she got my point. Cause ulikuwa na interest, right?
Said the interest.
You had the interest, right?
Amulei point yetu nyinyi hapa.
I
had that interest.
You had the interest.
Yeah.
I had the interest.
For the time being, you had that interest for that time, maybe.
But then there are men who will not speak about it. Genuinely, from my point of view, there are men I know. Atakuwa na interest na wewe mbaya sana, but you flat and joke about it, but you will not get to that point, you know. But if you are interested, actually, another very good point that I got, nimekam kurealize, you women, si vibe tunakuwa nayo ati tunaweza katia. Ni ati you guys, mnakuwa mshatu mark.
Available.
Mnakuwa mshatu mark. Hiyo ndio inakuwa avoid. Usha mark mse fulani. So akikuja push point ndio uko zile za god damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Because all of us, like, tuko adult, and nobody
Yeah.
forced you. If
Si
nobody
watu
forced you,
wakubwa, eh.
hatukula
So,
umu chali.
Very point here.
Devi, it's like
Okay,
Skia.
see me, I had genuine interest in you.
Oh.
And you on the other side,
Oh my goodness.
you just ulikuwa na ile interest juu tu ya maybe
it was one time, let's say one
kitu
time.
kaa hiyo.
Unabonga umeondokea.
Hivyo, kitu kaa hiyo. Na huyu dem alikuwa na genuine interest. How are you going to cope with this situation? Umwambie, by the way, mimi I was not real with you. It was because of this and this and this. Things have already happened and I had that genuine interest.
Can you
And you on the other side.
What I'm saying, nilikuwa nasikiza the other day and he was like, siku hizi breakups haziitagwi breakups, zinaitagwa I want a small break. That is what they are calling it nowadays. That is what we are calling it
So you
nowadays.
just tell them that way.
So
sijakupea ideas.
Can you-
Don't assume.
Okay.
I'm not giving any ideas yet. Yeah, you know. So don't assume anything. But hey, tricky situation. Hey Joe, I think.
according to you, unaweza fanya?
Hey Joe, yeah, if I find myself in such a situation, I think we just have to be honest with each other. Because a relationship is built by two people, two adults that are ready to be together. You know, that are ready to coexist. Two people that are ready to mingle and what have you. So if we build this relationship from the fact that that's why it started with the fact that if you get a man from the sex, you have to have so much sex
Exactly.
to maintain the man, So if it was last, it was last. You know what I'm saying? So aina haja tupotezeane wakati.
Take your time.
No.
Okay, last question. What is the maximum number of body counts
For a man.
from a woman?
From a
You
woman.
as a man, from a woman that like ukisikia tu dem na hizi body counts zake zimefika hapa, I cannot date such kind of a lady.
I don't want to know your body counts.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you. Because actually
Why do I need to know your past?
me
It will actually turn me off vibaya sana.
Yeah.
kuna
Kuna
Your
this
past
kind
is
of men, they want to know.
What for? Why do you want to dig?
What you say it?
Why
I
would-
mean, like a lady
you
doesn't
know,
have a body count. Are you mad?
I say zero.
unajua the reason why
you know there's this phrase, you kiss 1,000 frogs before you meet the right one,
Yeah.
So that was whatsoever it was. Just be honest with me. Uniambie it happened, yes, but sitaki kujua ni ngapi. It just happened.
Yeah.
Why you telling me the numbers? You'll turn off to kwangu. If you tell me the numbers, that's a turn
Like
off.
when first
I
I
swear.
They're this kind of
If you were
men
like, if you tell me the
who
number of
always
people that you slept with,
What I insist.
wanna insist.
I don't even want to know you beyond that.
if he's insisting, go away.
Najua I actually posed that question because there's this kind of people or there's a myth going that if a lady has slept with more than 3 men, that lady is a prostitute.
Yeah.
But if a man has slept with more than 10 ladies,
Even
the
a
man is okay. Kwanza you are the man. Yes,
Akona experience.
right, that's it. That's why I've asked you that question. Mbona nakuanga hivyo?
Jesus.
But the
Why do you go flaunting about the body counts that you have? What is it for?
Yeah. Then the
What is it
value-
for? Because if you're genuinely getting into a relationship with a person with the intention of growing together, then I guess there's no need of you revealing your past. I don't need to know your past.
Thank you.
Yeah, the past is the past.
But the fact will remain, like the
You know?
value of a woman
Hata
will
Yesu.
become also on the, like you cannot be a lady and be having so much body counts.
Yeah, you slept like
Yeah,
10
thank
guys.
you.
That's
So
sure.
bad. That one will be always be there because anaweza toka mechi na nitoke mechi na hatajua nimetoka mechi na siwezi jua nimetoka mechi. So that's it for a woman.
Just maintain your dignity as a person.
Yeah.
That's actually why we are talking about that sex thing. How long does it take? You as ladies, let me advise you. Don't just go around sleeping with the men for the for you to show your sex style, sex position, and sex whatsoever. For you to prove that you're actually so good in bed. For you to prove like stupid things that cannot even add value to your life. You end up getting pregnant. You end up aborting so many children.
Even getting
you end up
STDs.
using so many contraceptives.
Yeah.
For the sake of you just being comfortable with having sex with different men, men's, old men, young men,
Babu yako.
Self
besties.
Yeah.
Self dignity is so important.
self control is also
One
one
key
the
to
key
sex.
to both of the genders, even the
True.
male and to the female.
I know me. I
can't
see,
believe-
Kwanza, I hate that thing. I can even show you my
For
DMs.
benefit.
At friends with benefit, how am I going to
can't.
benefit from
Ex.
sleeping with you?
Yeah.
My man gives me enough. And I can't. By the way, on a serious note, Dina ni uma kabisa.
We didn't know she had a person. Now we know.
Yeah.
Dina we derived that topic when I was discussing with Doki. She was the one that I was discussing that thing with. And so we decided to table it, and we're actually seeing that you also have your different views. And thank you so much, Devi, for actually being a man of dignity. You've actually loved your views, loved your points, and thank you so much. And maybe let me give you some time to also John give us your last remarks. Starting from today.
Before we get there, first let me say something first.
Okay.
Actually, this is number one. Every woman is taken unless she wants you. That's number one. Number two, I am very much taken. If I want you, I will not be taken. Okay? That's number two. Maintain your dignity. Doesn't matter how much it takes, but respect yourself first. That's the first thing that counts, you know. Number two, number four, God will not look at your body counts, jamani. And then there's this pastor that was preaching to us another day, and he was telling us if you cannot watch, like for instance, can you even sit down to watch your life? If your life was a movie, can you watch it with your parents? And if you cannot watch your life with your parents as a movie, then I guess you're not living life. You know? So stop it. Then stop it.
Let me hear from Judy. Let us hear from Judy.
Okay, to the girls out there, and even here, you should not ufe kutoa nguo ndo you prove a love
Exactly.
to a man. Because men out here, they want just to use us, not love. They're only after sex. So
And also
be
ladies, we were actually balancing the gender.
Yeah. And remember there is STDs. Kuna gonorrhea, super gonorrhea iko msichana. Jichunge.
To both genders, take your time before you go intimate. That's all.
And I'd actually talk to the ladies. Not even the ladies alone. The men. Oh, okay, all genders. Apart from kuna super gonorrhea, apart from kuna mimba, remember you have HIV, something that you're going to live ages without any cure, just kumeza vidonge and whatsoever. Sex is not something that, do not overrate sex. What's your name mzungu kwa amepanua mguu ameweka sijui side gani na side gani, you also want to experience the same thing. He or she is doing this for maybe financial benefits or anything. Do not want to prove stupid things. Nishasema usitake kuonyesha sex positions zako and whatsoever. Those are ni vitu ziko long gone. Anyway, much has been said. Now we are adjourning. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for actually the great support that you've been giving unto us. We actually love your views because your comments are actually very dear to us. And David, thank you so much for having this great time to also share with us, to also make our viewers learn from you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
To all the platforms.
By the way, don't let your tool make you a fool.
Wow. Thank you.